your New Orleans Saints.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Garner. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
At the 37-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garner. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Garner. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1. including himself.
First and 10 at the
To throw, it's Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air, Williams.
43-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And the Bears first down.
To throw, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31.
Throwing again here, Williams. That's brought in by Knight. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Williams. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal, Chicago.
Back to throw. Williams. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-zip.
14. Saints nothing.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw.
Garner. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Garner. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Bears.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now
on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man complete. It's Knight. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. And he's taken down here by the Saints. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Williams. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Garner. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Bryce Behringer in punt formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Garner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. So halftime, hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's that man again, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And
this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bears.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Williams going to look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Knight. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chicago.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints.
2nd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's across midfield at the 26. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Yancey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Garner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now again, right side. Yancey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Not even a play? Mike, what are you doing? You're not quick enough.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Garner. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be hit.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one.
This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Williams going to sneak it, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And the Bears first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Bears
to throw, it's Williams. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Williams sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
To the air, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down in 17.
Throwing is Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Williams pass.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Up the middle they go. Yancey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Saints' 30-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A gain of 7 yards.
To throw, Williams. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Bears first down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bears look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Bears.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And